I'm Alex.
I'm Kip.
We're from the band The Pains of Being Pure at Heart, and you can watch us on Intro.
Thanks.
Kip and I worked together and just became friends through bonding about music and hanging out and doing a lot of the same things.
Male bonding.
Male bonding, yes. Not in the typical fashion, for sure. And then Peggy was like a mutual friend who we also kind of bonded about music with. And when we first started off, it was just the three of us and a drum machine. And eventually Kurt was just like a fan and started coming to our shows, and we met him through another friend and bonded with him about music, and it was just a huge musical nerd fest.
There's a lot of bondage involved. Basically, if we can sum up, 4 people, bondage, music for bondage. Kind of like goth. It was pretty weird. Remember when we were in like my living room and we had like the drum machine going? It was like not even a drum machine. It was like a CD that I had made of drum beats that we played along to. He had the bass and I had the guitar, and like
Originally, it was just the two of us, too.
yeah, it was just us two dudes jamming away to a CD of drum beats that were all the same.
And I really wasn't a bass player. I'm barely a bass player now, so I mean I knew the basic notes, but it was pretty rudimentary. But it was really fun.
Yeah, we had a good time. It would be kind of funny to hear like what that sounded like now. I remember my roommates would kind of walk through the living room being just and kind of look at us like,
Really
what are you guys doing?
You call that music?
The name's taken from a friend of mine's short children's story that he wrote, and the title of the story is called "The Pains of Being Pure at Heart." He was a friend of mine out in Portland, Oregon, and he wrote this children's story. And the moral of the story is that things in life that are really important are hanging out with your friends and traveling and having adventures, and the things that aren't that important are like worldly fame or achievements and stuff like that. So it's definitely a message we really like because we're all friends and we get to travel. We're in Cologne, you know, it's a long way from New York, and we're still having a great time. Yeah, I feel like in a weird way, like our band has just like a really fun vibe because we're all friends, and it's just band practice was just glorified hanging out time. It wasn't like, okay guys, we got to learn these 4 songs for the show next week. It was more just like, come over to my house, we'll hang out, listen to records, maybe play some music. It was pretty casual, but like that's what made it fun and made us really keep on wanting to do it, I think. Well, we all decided to play at Peggy's birthday party, which was our first show, and that was kind of like a good goal for us because we had to learn the songs by then. So we played 5 songs at our birthday party. And that was really fun because our friends were all there, and it wasn't like going to a bar and playing songs to like angry people. It was just a cool party, and we were just playing. And
Yeah, it's just a weird balance. I work at a company that has to do with music, so they're really understanding. But it is, I'm totally dedicated to the band, so I'm gonna do that first and foremost. And as long as they let me have this insane balance where I'm gone a lot, but then I can come back and hang out and do my job, that's cool. So I'm gonna ride that wave as long as possible. But I'm a pain first and foremost, I'd say.
hey, I'm a pain first and foremost. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's the reality of life is that we're not like giant rock stars or anything, and working is something you have to do to, you know, sustain your existence on Earth. Yeah, I mean, like heresy is cool. Like whatever. Like we're not Metallica, we don't care. I feel so many people have gotten into our music just by, you know, just downloading it because they thought the name was weird or something. And people always come up and tell us, they're like, hey, I downloaded your album, but I'm not here at your show. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Like I download tons of stuff. I try to like buy the vinyl, like if I like it, and like support the artist as I can, like going to shows and stuff. But it's the modern world, and people just have to deal with it. I guess it's pretty simple. We're going to be touring a lot this summer, which is really cool, and we're psyched to go to a bunch of places we haven't gone to yet. I mean, America's huge. We haven't gone to everywhere close in America. Like we haven't gone to the West Coast in America. We haven't gone to really the South too much, and just trying to cover America where we're from is hard enough. And it's going to be really fun later this summer. And then I think we're going to be putting out either another couple of singles or like an EP. We recorded some songs before we left because we didn't have any time to do that this summer. So hopefully there'll be some new music coming out in late summer or early fall, and, you know, we'll be on tour.